Fortnite Island is about to change in this season's final events, and it seems our island is being flipped again. Huge information about this season's final events and the beginning of Chapter 6 has been released, and it seems to confirm that this season's final events will see our island being turned upside down, and it will have something to do with this guy. Yeah, not kidding. We just had the live event between Hope and Doom, in which Doom was officially defeated. But this was not the final events for this season. Epic Games has one final end of season event for season 4, and it will transition us into Fortnite Chapter 2 OG, in which we are rumored to be heading to next season. A new countdown has been discovered, confirming that the final events will take place at the end of this season. We even know that there will be 6 phases to this live event, suggesting it's gonna be a big one, as well as a post-event screen, which always takes place at the end of a huge event during downtime. Damn! And so, it's official. We're going to be getting one final live event, taking us from our Chapter 5 island and delivering us into Fortnite OG. But what exactly is going to be happening in this live event? How are we going to go from this island to the next? Oh, and, why has Galactus moved so close to the island? Our Fortnite Island is about to flip, which is not the first time our island has flipped in Fortnite. Back in Chapter 2, our Fortnite Island was flipped upside down by the power of the 0 point. This was the plan of the 7 to defeat the Cube Queen, and it just so happened there was a secret other island underneath our Fortnite one. Well, players now believe that this is the same for Chapter 5's island, except this time under our island is Fortnite Chapter 2 OG, and this is where we are heading in the next season. This is all due to Chapter 3's locations making a random appearance on our island, as well as the entire Chapter 3 island was imported into the game's files. With this being the only teaser for the upcoming season in our game right now, players believe Epic Games is hinting that our current Chapter 5 island is actually an alternative reality of the Chapter 3 island. Yeah, I'm not joking. Chapter 3's island, at the highest point, has the Rave Cave with the giant cuddle team leader's head on top, which is now in our Chapter 5 game, which would suggest that the mountain that the Rave Cave was hidden in is actually underneath our Fortnite island right now, and only now has it emerged through the desert sands. This would mean that our Chapter 5 island is in fact an alternative version, or like an alternative reality of our Chapter 3 island. And where did our Chapter 3 islands come from? It came from our Chapter 2 island when it flipped over in the final live event. Epic seems to be taking locations from Chapter 3, placing them on our islands today, literally weeks before we head into Fortnite Chapter 2 OG. Oh, but the question is how? How is this island going to flip over? Last time it was like the 7 using the power of the 0 points. There is no 7 on our island right now. There is no exposed 0 points. So who's flipping our island? Well, it turns out, finally, Galactus is helping out. The giant Galactus head was added at the start of this season and featured in both the launch trailer and the Day of Doom trailer, which got players suspicious that Epic Games was up to something with this giant head. There has been a bunch of minor changes added to this location secretly, suggesting that it was supposed to move in our game, and it now seems it will be playing its part in this live event. Players first started claiming that Galactus had moved slightly in our game, and upon investigation, we found out that Epic Games has actually textured parts of the Galactus head under our island. This confirms that Epic Games intends on repositioning Galactus in our game throughout this season at different locations, as otherwise there would be no reason to texture the Galactus head under the island. And Epic Games has added 2 different sides size models of the Galactus head, literally in the game's files. One large and one massive, which is kind of strange, as there is only one Galactus head in our game right now. But hold on. Back in Chapter 2, when Galactus arrived to our islands, there was two models for Galactus. One model was for the head of Galactus coming out of the water, and another was when Galactus rose out of the water onto our islands for the final event. These were two separate models for the same character. And now fast forward onto Chapter 5's Marvel season. Once again, we have two models. Defeated Galactus, being big enough and strong enough, if he was to return to life, would have the ability to lift up our island, flipping it, saving this Fortnite reality from the grasps of Mephisto, the undefeatable monster from Marvel's hell. Galactus could do it. Galactus could save our island, but as far as we can see, he is still defeated right now. Where would his powers come from? How could Galactus come back to life in the final days of Chapter 5? Galactus was defeated all the way back in Chapter 2 at the hands of Iron Man. Well, all of the Marvel heroes got involved, but it was Iron Man who had the final plan to defeat him. And interestingly, Iron Man was the last Marvel hero to arrive to our Fortnite Islands this season, and it was him who helped defeat Doom. Hey, don't worry about all that. Just don't worry about it. So maybe Iron Man has a few more tricks up his sleeve to help save our island. He defeated Galactus, so maybe he can bring Galactus back to life, and just in time to save our island. Ah, bro. I was hoping we would never see this guy again. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I know it sounds completely crazy that Epic Games would bring back the giant Galactus head, but with all of these secret changes in the files to do with Galactus, it kind of seems likely. Hey, yo, you remember me? The guy you tried to run over a moment ago. Yeah, what's up? You what? Nah, I'm good. Bro, you can do that whilst I'm flying, dog. I really don't think that's very fair. I think whoever's in charge of this random jump scare thing is taking the mic. Oh, yeah. By the way, I gotta say something like real quick. We don't care. As you know, everybody who uses my supporter creator code, a random jump scare will play. We have a bit of a backlog of jump scares to play because the last few videos were not much gameplay. So we're gonna get through a bunch of them right now. But just in case you don't know, for every single person that enters my supporter creator code, a random jump scare will play in my game completely randomly. If you want to scare me in my next video, simply use my supporter creator code and a random jump scare will play. I am an Epic Games partner. Hashtag Epic Games partner. Hashtag ad. Thanks. Yeah, so big thanks to everybody who's been using the supporter creator code. I am just gonna clear the backlog by playing a bunch of the jump scares now. So, sit tight and maybe turn the volume down. Yeah, it's not so scary when I kind of know they're coming. I ain't scared. Bro, look what you did, dog. Yo, we just getting through them real quick. We're just burning through them. It's high noon. Damn, it really was high noon, huh? Bro, I'm losing my mind, dog. I'm losing my mind. How many more can there be? Yo, this item is sick. I would have actually had that. If there wasn't the sound of constant screaming and banging going on in my ears, I would have had that. What did we get through there? We got like maybe 10, 15, 20, 100. How many did we do? Alright, thanks for using the supporter creator code. Peace.